Financial statements problem 1. Calculating equity given other balance sheet values. A firm has net working capital of 1,020, long-term debt of 4,200, total assets of 6,550, and fixed assets of 4,560. What is the amount of equity? This is a question asking for one balance sheet value, equity, given other balance sheet values. So we need to recall the basic structure of a balance sheet, and then you start up by creating the structure and labeling the numbers we have, and the rest will follow from there. So the balance sheet starts with current assets and fixed assets on the one side. On the other side, we have current liabilities, long-term liabilities, and equity. Now, we're not going to use net working capital initially because, of course, that is not directly in the balance sheet. Net working capital, if you recall, is current assets minus current liabilities. We don't have either of these two values, as you can see, yet, so we'll figure that out. Start off with long-term debt being $4,200, total assets $6,550, and then fixed assets $4,560. Next step, of course, we can figure out total liabilities and equity because of the accounting identity, where assets equals liabilities plus equity. And then we can look at things, we'll see we're missing still the equity here, we're missing the current liabilities. There are two things missing on this side. There's one thing here, current assets, missing on the asset side. And we do know that current assets plus fixed assets equals total assets. So we can figure out the current assets. So current assets is just the total minus the fixed assets. That gives us 1,990. So we can put that value in there. And now we can take advantage of the fact that net working capital is current assets minus current liabilities, because we have now two of the three values and can figure out the current liabilities. So 1,020 is current assets minus current liabilities. That will give us the value of current liability of 970. So now we punch that number up there. And that leaves us needing only to calculate equity, which of course is what we're looking for. We know then that 970 plus 4,200 plus equity is going to be the total, which is 6,550. So there you go. Turning that around, equity is 6,550 minus the other two, and that gives us an answer of 1,380. So there you have it. Thank you for your attention, and I hope that helped.